behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there, Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got a great interview coming up shortly. But before we begin, don't forget about the subscribe and bell buttons below you there. You're always going to be notified of any new episodes coming your way. And there's a comment section below. Leave a comment there. We'd love to hear from you there. And if you look at the description part as well as the closing credits at the end of this program, there'll be contact info for you. So I hope you'll stay tuned for that. From Fort Worth, Texas, for the second time on our show, we have Charlene today. She's got a new song and she's got some updates for us, and I know you want to stick around for that. But first, here's another quick word from the Caden Gordon Show, so don't go away. We'll be right back right after this.
It is Caden from the Caden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. Check out my show at thecadengordonshow.com.
Okay, we're back, and with us from Fort Worth, Texas today, for the second time on our show, we have Charlene. Thanks for coming back on the show, Charlene.
Thank you. It's so good to be back.
Yeah, I know it has been a couple of years or so.
It's always
well, why don't you start by telling us a little bit about things that were going on since last time, because I'm sure you have a lot of things to share, and maybe you even got some updated stuff going on right now. I mean, but anyway, just tell us what you've been up to.
What have I been up to? I've been up to 6 dogs. Can you even imagine 6 dogs? Okay, I love animals. I love dogs. My dogs are my babies, and I've been taking care of them and starting to play the piano a little bit more. Starting to write some songs a little bit more, just kind of getting going on that. You know, of course, I love it. That's what I'm about. I'm a musician. I love to write. I love to just be in the thing of writing songs, of writing. You know, it's like music is great, but boy, when I write a good lyric or something really good, that just does it for me. I love it so much. And that's kind of what I do right now. I'm writing, and I'm thinking of different ideas. And I've also, I don't know if I want to blow the whistle too quickly on this, but I wrote a book called Orphan Train, but it's going to be changed to, oh good, no, Orphan Train. It's going to be Orphan Train. There's a new title that I've got, and I haven't established it yet, so that's why I can't really remember it. But it's a really good sci-fi suspenseful book about a young Jewish girl during the Holocaust, and she is with her mom and dad, and her house gets broken into by the Nazis that come and take her whole family. And the big commandant, who's like very, one of Hitler's main guys, he falls in love with her because she is beautiful. She's a beautiful Jewish girl, okay? And he falls in love with her, and he wants, all these things happen, and it's really got a good twist to it. So it's a historical novel about history, okay? And it was actually put into the Library of Congress because I know it's because it's like, what, me? Because it's all about the Holocaust, and this girl he's captivated by her. He loves her, and then the story goes on, and she's in the camps. So he wants to own her. He wants to own her like somebody like a pet. He just is so in love with her, and he wants to incorporate her into his life. And he wants her to fall in love with him. And it's kind of not going to happen. It's not going to happen, but he doesn't know that, but she does. Okay. So, and I don't want to tell you anymore because it kind of goes into a really dark time where he wants her for his own, and she is trying to get away, and she meets a doctor who is looking after her, and she falls pregnant with this commandant. Okay, she falls pregnant with him, and that's not what she wants, because in those days they used babies for experimentation. Experiment on them to see what, it's horrific. And that's where it gets real dark and really ugly and bad, not good. Even my own book, it's hard for me to read it. It's hard for me to read it, but it's a good book. It's a good book. And so I'm just going to whiz real quick through it. She has the baby in the camps, and he doesn't know it. Commandant does not know, because back in those days, the commandants would go away with Hitler, and they would go into different things and have these big do's and these big parties and bring all these new women in, stuff like that. So Christina Nava is the girl. She's, kind of, has this baby, and the doctor, delivers the baby. And the doctor says to her, Christina, you need to get out of the camps because you know what happens with the babies here. And she goes, I know, I've heard. And so he gives her an idea. He says, there's a train that comes through the part of the camps, and it takes a lot of the people to different areas. And he says, I'm going to help you get away. He's not going to know because he's going away for one of these big things, big party things, whatever. And he takes the baby and gets the baby on the train. And she has two babies. She does twins. She has twins, not just one child. There's twins. And in having the babies, the nurse, the doctor says to her, I'm going to brand the babies with a little thing that says freedom in Polish. It's not English, it's Polish, because she is Polish. She's a Polish Jew. Okay. And he goes, I'm gonna brand these babies when they're out in the world, they're gonna go to all different people. They're not gonna be together. Okay. And maybe God will bless these children, where they will come together later in their lives and meet each other, and then they can start their journey as a family, with a whole different thing. So that's kind of what happens. And that's all I want to say. I've really given everything away, but it's a really good book. It's really good. And we had a man from a big TV thing. He read it and he loved it. He said, "Oh, this is a brilliant book." His name is I haven't read that in so long. Mr. Gear is his name, and he works for a big television company, and he really found a lot of interest in the book, and wants to put it into a screenplay and have it be a film. And this, that was something that was materializing back a couple, 5, 6, 7 years ago. And so it still could be happening. We're not sure. But that's what you got to do with books. You have to hang in there with them. And if they happen, it'll just be unbelievable. So anyway, so I've done a lot of writing. I've got about 3 or 4 other books that I'm working on. But Orphan Train is the finished book. That's the one that's going to go out and try to get picked up by movie companies. Preston Gear, that's his name, Preston Gear. And he worked for oh God, man, it's all right. It's a big television company, a big movie company. Okay. And we'll see what happens. If he picks it up and they love it and they go for it, then maybe I'll have a movie behind, my writing. And I've got a couple other stories, but I've always written. I love to write. I love to write books. I love to write songs. I love, I live, in Fort Worth, Texas. Is not my dream place to live, but right now we're doing it here. We're having it here. And I've got my daughter, my one daughter. I've got three daughters, but I've got my one daughter, Bethany, living with us with her husband, and they're living with us right now. And she loves what I do, and she loves my writing, and always encourages me, Mom, you've got such talent as a writer, and not just a book writer, but as a songwriter as well. So I love it. I love it so much, and it gives me a lot of joy, and it gives me a lot of ideas. I have so many ideas for things, and I've got a few other books too that are in the thing of maybe.
Okay. Well,
I don't know.
that's really great. I'm glad that you're doing well in your writing as well.
Yeah.
Do you got any concerts coming up you want to tell everybody about, as far as your music goes? Or
No, no, I don't. Not right now. Not right now. Um, a lot of things in England bubbling around for me.
uh,
But I went back to England when I had my daughter, my youngest daughter. She traveled with me. We went all over Europe, and it's fantastic. But I missed a lot of my home life, and that was when I lived in California, which I miss California so much. I miss it. I miss it because it's beautiful, and we live near the beach, and we live near the mountains, and it's got everything, the mountains and the beach and the everything. So we've got that, and we're so I'm missing California a lot, a lot. And I love the where we are now. We got a beautiful little house, and we've got, we're doing a lot of things. I'm doing a lot of writing, and my husband works in a store, and he's retired, and we're both retired. We're both retired. We're both retired. So boy, it's a lot of years have gone by. Lots of years have traveled like a train. The Last Train for Tomorrow was one of the songs I wrote.
right.
It's a beautiful song. It's the last train. It's like all the years that go by in your life is like a train. How can you even count the years? You don't remember. When was the last time I did this? When did I do that? I can't even remember, you know? But anyway, that's kind of it in a nutshell.
Okay.
Um, so
Okay. Well, you're on all social media, streaming media, and you have an official website as well, so people can keep up with you there, right?
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Yes, yes, they can.
All right. Well, check them out on all those places and look for Charlene. I know she would love you for that. And I
Yeah.
guess "Fairy Tale Life" is the name of the song. It looks like it's got a great song and a great story behind it. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay. I have a friend in England named Paul Stewart. He um, came over from England to America, and he had kind of followed my career for a while. He was kind of wondering, how I did this, and how I've been hanging on for so many years and writing so many different songs and books and everything. And he came over and we met, and he came to my house, and I told him about a song that I wrote when I was working in a music store, teaching kids how to play piano, teaching kids how to read music, because that's what I do. I orchestrate, I do things with music, and things like that. And he said, well, why don't we do something? I said, you know what? When I was working at that store, I came up with a little melody, and it was called Fairy Tale Life. It's called Fairy Tale Life.
Mhm.
And I played it for him, and he loved it. And he and I sat down and wrote the lyrics and did a duet with he and I. And he went when he went back to England with the melody and everything that I had. He went back to England and he started doing the song with me starting it, and then he would come in and do the other part, and then I would come in and do the other part, a duet. It was like a duet, back and forth, and it was so neat, and people loved it. We even got on some charts in England. It was like it was very fun, and it was a fun little song, and it's about somebody, they fell in love, and that's it.
Okay. Well, I love this song. I think you guys out there are going to love it too. And we're going to get to that in 1 second. But before we do, Charlene, thank you so much for coming back. If you ever want to come back again, let us know and we'll have you on the third time.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm sorry it was such a delayed thing oh God, so much stuff was going on with our life.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. So let's go ahead and go right to Fairy Tale Life by Charlene, and it begins right now.
Yesterday, I boarded the train from New York to LA. Had to leave the past behind me, but it wouldn't go away. I tell you what we had was gone, and I'm gonna start anew. But the words wouldn't roll off my tongue, 'cause baby, I'm still in love with you.
'Cause you promised me a fairy tale life, over and over and over again, time after time. I'll tell you what we had is gone, that I'm gonna start anew. But the words never roll off my tongue, 'cause baby, I'm still in love with you.
All my friends are telling me you're no good for me. Took some time, but now I find the fairy tale was a fantasy.
But that's okay, 'cause I got plans. I know where I belong. I'll say goodbye to the fairy tale life and head on to